It's so nice to just sit outside and just watch and wait for the birds to come into view. I hope you get a chance this weekend to take part in the big garden bird watch. The year 3s and year 4s have been doing lots of activities today to get them ready for the bird watch. And I've got the year 4s just in the classroom here, and they're just about to come outside and do the big school bird watch, where we're going to survey all the birds that we see in the space of 1 hour. So I'm going to go and get them now, and we're going to come out and count the birds that we see in the and we'll let you know how we get on. We'll let you know the results of our school's garden bird watch.
Hi everybody, we're going to make some bird feeders and show you how to do them. So we've got Miss Finn and Miss Davies helping me. So first of all, we've just got an old pudding pot. You can see the pudding has been eaten. I poked a hole in it with a fork so it wasn't sharp, and a piece of string. And you've just got to get the thread through the hole, and then once you've got it through, we tie a knot, and it looks like one of these. So that then we can fill it with bird food. So you will need anything you can find in your kitchen cupboards, that's dry food, like oats, Rice Krispies, cornflakes, raisins, that's some flaxseed.
An apple
that's old and not very, you don't want to eat it anymore. If you've got any berries, like blueberries or blackberries in your fridge, anything like that. Some dried fruit. Yeah, any dried fruit, and you don't need lots of it, so mums don't have to panic.
Or dads.
Or dads, nobody needs to panic. You're just going to have a little handful. So you need to take a little handful of everything, put it in a bowl.
Too big.
So get a bit of apple, and then we have to bind it all together with some melted lard. So lard looks like this. It's white. You can use butter if you've only got butter at home, because you won't need a whole block. But it is so much fun. You might want to do lots of them and hang them around your garden. So lard, a tiny bit of it, melt it in the microwave in a plastic pot or a glass pot. Make sure you've got a parent helper helping you. And it comes out all liquidy, which you can't see. Let me just pour it a little bit. So it goes like a clear liquid. You only need, I've got about this much in there, so I've got about half a pot. And then we're going to pour it in, and it's just enough to bind it all together. So I'm just going to pour it in. Pour! And then make sure everything gets mixed.
Oh, do you want to stir as well?
It's not very
No.
Doesn't smell
Mix. Oh, hi, Mr. Peter.
Oh, this looks fun.
We're making our apples. We are.
And then you take your little pot, spoon some mixture in, and press it down firmly.
How full do we need to make it?
Full to the top.
To the top.
Oh, it looks good enough to eat, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, don't make that mistake.
I wouldn't, Mr. Peters. Right, there we are, Mr. Peters. Would you like a...
Yeah.
You got that? Yeah. Would you like me to sort of help you? Good teamwork. Absolutely.
Okay, so these can go in the fridge just overnight and then be hung from the tree in the
No,
morning.
you haven't finished, Mr. Peters. Come on.
Or if we think it's quite cold outside, you can put them straight out, but probably in the fridge because today's a bit warm. In the fridge, and then hang them up the next morning from a tree as high as you can reach, so that if you've got a pussycat, he doesn't eat all the birds. And hopefully you'll get some visitors. It might take them a few days to come and investigate, but they will come and have a look and start eating what you've made. Okay, I hope you enjoy yourselves. Send us some pictures of what you've done. Thank
Definitely.
you.
Bye.
So we've had a great time today, looking and checking out all the birds that we have found on the school grounds, and we have completed the Big School Birdwatch, and I'm about to submit the results onto the website of the RSPB in a very similar way to if you're going to be doing the Big Garden Birdwatch from your own back garden or from your balcony or from a spot where you can sit for an hour and record all the birds that you see. So I'm just about to input our results. So in the morning, we had a little test run to see which birds were around and about. And from that, we made our own little tally chart here. The yellow ones up here are the big birds, the orange ones are the medium size, and the blue ones are the small birds that we came across on the school grounds. And then we just left a little bit of space for any other birds that we saw as we did our big schools bird watch. So I'm now going to transfer these tally chart results onto the website. I'm going to go through the birds here, and I've got to click how many of each we saw. So starting with the blackbird, I'm going to look down my tally chart here, and we saw 3 blackbirds. Starlings, we didn't see any starlings. I'm sure some of you will see starlings when you do your garden bird watch, but we didn't see any starlings. We did see plenty of sparrows, particularly down at the bottom of the field in the bushes down at the bottom down there, and we saw 8 sparrows, house sparrows. So I'm just going to add those in, and I'm going to go through the rest of the birds. One of the great things that I'm excited about is the green woodpecker that we saw. Have you ever seen the green woodpecker? We think there's at least 1 nesting pair of green woodpeckers, if not 2. And we think in the past there might have been even 3 nesting pairs of woodpeckers on our school grounds, which is incredible, okay? Because they're quite elusive woodpeckers. They're quite rare to see. They're not endangered or anything like that, apart from the lesser spotted woodpecker. But the green woodpecker is fairly common, but it's fairly hard to see. So I'll look forward. We don't have green woodpecker on here to add, so I will have to put in here, type in the box anything that I saw that's not on the list. So I'll have to do that and add the green woodpecker on. Okay. Hope you have a great time making your bird seed feeders and having a go at spotting as many birds as you can coming into your garden. So black-headed gull, we saw 1 of those. Carrion crow, we saw 3. Wood pigeon, 8. We saw, how many blue tits did we see? 4 blue tits. We saw quite a few magpies. We saw 4 of those. We're not sure. We're just checking out whether it was a common gull that we saw or a white-head. A black-headed gull. So we just need. I'm going to leave that one for the moment. We saw some robins. 2 robins. There weren't any feral pigeons. We saw plenty of wood pigeons. Didn't see a jackdaw, but we did see some great tits. We saw 3 great tits, and we saw 1 beautiful chaffinch. We actually got really close to the chaffinch. That was really nice. Possibly it was the herring gull that we saw. We're just going to have to check out the details of that. Collared dove? No, we didn't see any collared doves. Coal tits? No. Rook? No. Dunnock? No. Pied wagtail? Yes, we did see pied wagtail. We saw 3 of those. 2 of them were bobbing along the path outside all morning, which was really fun to watch. And I think that is it. Yeah, just checking up my
So the only one I've got to add on now is the green woodpecker. Okay, because all of the others I've been able to add on.
All right.